Hey, it's your boy the Crypto Goon, and shout out to all my crypto goons for pulling up once again. XDC, we've been making crazy moves and nobody's been paying attention. Let's check it out. So, back a couple months ago, I would say January or so, is when I talked about XDC when we were in this area and how we were going to make a move up toward the all-time highs. Then here, okay, this is a triangle pattern that broke out. That's a good thing. It's headed to the upside, right? So just from looking at this, I can definitely see us having a return down, leg down, followed by another leg up. And then from there, I talked about how we formed this triangle pattern here, how we were going to come to this area and then make another move up. See, we came down to this area and we bounced off. Now, the way that I was able to come up, you know that I use the Fibonacci, and when it comes to cryptocurrency, they love the 50% and the 618% retracement areas, okay? So we've been in this large bullish triangle pattern. I also love triangle patterns. We broke out of this triangle pattern with the move to the upside. Then we went into a correction mode, and now we're exiting that triangle pattern. So with that being said, I'm looking forward to bounce around the 50 or, slightly come in this area right here and then take off, right? So currently, as you can see, we have this long candle pattern right here, and I am looking for XDC to get to around 30 cents. Now, how do I come up with that? I use the Fibonacci. And if you're new here, the Fibonacci is actually reversed, as you can see right here, the reverse button. And we always use the price target, the 141, which is the one that we used to come up with this play right here when it shot up and then it turned around. So I'm looking for it to go to around 30. We have 35 cents as the actual target on the 141. But, I like to actually watch these things, pay attention, and take profit early sometimes, because sometimes it'll go slightly below and it'll go slightly past before it makes the move, before it turns around, okay? Now, with XDC, right, I always love to look at the Google Trends, right? So if we head over to Google Trends, you'll see that we're starting the curve right now. So we could possibly be moving down, or we could just stay here and then move up. One thing that I like to do actually is catch these things when they're below the 25 mark, okay? That's when nobody is talking about it. And for anyone that's new here, this tells us when the dumb money is entering. When the dumb money enters, the smart money sells, okay? And just to give you an example of that, if you see this high right here, January 12th to the 18th of 2025, we reached 98, not quite 100. This one reached 100 in December, but just looking at just one from January, if we go back to the chart and we look for January right here, okay, that's how I knew to actually get out, is because this is when the dumb money enters. This is when it goes viral on social media, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. That's when you exit, okay? When you reach max popularity. Right now, we're just under 50% popularity, so there's more room for us to go up. We may see a slight exhaustion, like a slight pullback, and then, then we'll head up to going towards our target of 30 cents or so. Now, just looking at XDC, the number 61st largest cryptocurrency, the volume in the last 24 hours is 63.65%, and the market cap has gone up 5.97%. And out of 55,000 votes in the community on CoinMarketCap, 86% of people are bullish. Now, XDC has been making moves, every day or so. And that's the reason why we have this clear chart pattern, easy to read, easy to take advantage of, and these moves have been setting up. We've been clocking this for, since January or so. I may have some other videos before the breakout, but I would actually have to go back on my channel to find those. I post videos every day, so it's a lot of videos. We're talking about 30 videos, 30, 40 videos a month. But with that being said, if you pay attention to these patterns, if you pay attention to the Google Trends, you can take advantage of these things easily, get in, get out. I know we have some people, that want to hold on to them. That's totally fine. Nothing wrong with them. Me personally, I'm not married to any cryptocurrency. I'm looking to just extract profit and get out. Some longer than others. That's totally fine. However you see it, however you view it, there's nothing wrong with that. There is no right or wrong answer to any of this. But for me, I like to take profits, wait for the next setup, and then load the clip and go crazy on the next one, right? So with XDC, because it beautifully sets up these patterns, I'm just going to just keep taking advantage of it over and over like clockwork with no emotion attached. That's why I said I don't get married to any of them. No emotion attached. Take advantage of the patterns, take what the market gives us, and get out. Okay. Now XDC, great technology, right? That's fine and dandy, but let's make money. That's why we're here. And for me, I'm able to actually make more money than just holding these things. Okay. There's nothing wrong with holding them. I have some that I've held, I have XRP that I've held since it was, before a dollar, right? But I still have other accounts where it's like I get in, I get out. If I see that I can short it, I'll short it. Okay. I'll go on Kraken and I'll short the market on the spot market. Okay. That's just how I roll, right? I'm an active trader. That's different from being an investor where you just buy and hold. But I'm active, right? Because I've learned how to master my emotions. I've learned how to clock these setups and take advantage of, all of these different chart patterns. Fibonacci and triangle patterns are my two that I use. Okay. So again, I'm looking forward to hit around 30 cents or so, make a new all-time high of 30 cents. The last high was about 20 cents, 19 cents, right below 20. I'm looking forward to break that, go, a lot higher, 10 cents higher than that. And then we'll look for shorts. We'll look for other setups on it to take advantage of what the market gives us. But again, I appreciate you all tapping in. It's the Crypto Goon, the #1, never the 2. Shout out to all my crypto goons. Crypto Goon out.